Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited because we are going to be diving into another palette from BH Cosmetics, and that is their new Santa Fe palette. You guys, when this came, I opened it up and I was like, oh, I didn't even know, like, I hadn't heard about this. So when I opened it up and I saw Santa Fe, okay, that's interesting. But then I opened it. I was like, it's so unique, it's so different, and I was like, we have to review this. So this is the look that I created with the palette today, and it was very easy, quick. BH, man. They're killing it. I was thinking about doing like a dedicated video where I break down all of the different BH palettes and what you need to know about all of them, kind of like a guide to BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. Let me know if that's something you guys would want to see. I know that would be kind of like a pretty intense video, but I could do that for you. I don't know when, but if it's something you want to see, let me know and I'll like start working on it. What else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, I know you guys have been asking for skincare. You guys are demanding that I do a skincare video, and I just want to let you know that I did just release a skincare podcast episode last week, and it's really info dense. There's a lot of information. I decided to break it up into a series, so that's going on my podcast. I will have a video. I just don't know exactly when. I'm working on it, but I don't know when it's going to be up. So if you're like chomping at the bit to have skincare, just know that that podcast episode is live. I will link it in the description box in case you guys are interested in checking that out. And if you guys want to see the Santa Fe palette, see the swatches, see me create this look, and hear my thoughts on it, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so here is the palette. It has a sleeve over the top, and then you pull it off, and it is so pretty. It has this like, it's kind of like I don't know if it's a real image or if it's artwork of like a landscape, but it's so pretty. And then you open it up, and oh, my mirror, RIP to the mirror broke. But you open it up and here's the palette. It's really cute. All the shadows are kind of laid out in this chevron pattern. I don't know what you would call this, like southwestern vibes, I guess. And the colors are very reminiscent of like New Mexico, Arizona, like that whole southwestern style, colors, desert. I think this is so pretty and so pleasing to the eye. So when I first got this, I was like, oh my god, like what will they think of next? I guess what I'll do is do one side of swatches and then the other side. So I'll break it up into two swatches so that you guys can see all of the colors laid out. You first look at the palette, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of color combos that you could make because a lot of the colors seem like they're similar tones, right? Like these two kind of look similar. These two kind of look similar, but when you swatch them, they're different. And as I got like really dug into the palette, I realized, wow, there's so many different looks I could create with this. So I think I have one that I'm going to actually do, one that I settled on, but I might have to do multiple looks from this palette eventually because it is really pretty. Unlike my hair, which is never really pretty. I mean, the obvious color that I feel like I have to use is this teal because it's the only one of its kind in the whole palette. And I'm glad that they did include that in here. I feel like teal is kind of a staple to the Southwest vibes. So I am going to start there. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe flat crease brush. It's the only way I can describe it. It doesn't have a name. It's from the All I Want holiday collection that they had out. And it's like a Morphe 433, except it's pancake flat when you turn it. And I love this brush because of how skinny it is and how precise you can really get in the crease. I did go to the Morphe store and try to find this brush just in their main collection, like somewhere, and apparently it doesn't exist. So I'm just popping this color into my crease. Ooh, so pigmented, per usual. Another thing I like about this brush is literally I can do my entire makeup look, like the entire eye, with this one brush. I don't, but I could. It's just so versatile. It's great for like smoking out the lower lash line. It's great for blending. It's great for applying the color in the crease. And you could even pack the colors on the lid with it too. All right. So now I am going into my little color switch, and I'm just gonna swirl my brush around and try to get this color off as best as I can. Actually, I'm gonna take some of this Clinique spray and I'm just going to clean the brush off on a paper towel just to make sure that it's as clean as we can get it. So some of these shades that look like they're matte are actually satin. This shade Dune, I thought it was a matte just by looking at it in the pan, but it's actually a satin. I was gonna use that to blend, but I'm not going to. I think I'm going to try this shade here. It's called Adobe. It's kind of a, I would say it's a light brown, but it has like a hint of an orange undertone. And I'm just gonna put that right over the edge, kind of like half on the teal and then half on my skin. And I'm just applying it exactly the same way. I'm just packing the color on. Then I'm going to take this fluffier brush and I'm just going to go in and buff those two colors, kind of blend them into each other. Alright, no, that brush doesn't work. So I'm going to just go in with the brush that I was using, and I'm going to just buff things out. I just needed something that could do a little bit more, like something a little more dense than that blending brush. That color is not working for me. So that brown wasn't really working out that well for, it wasn't like buffing the edge as much as I wanted it to, so I kind of just dipped into the blue a little bit, and I'm using that to blend the two colors together. Okay, so I don't know why my lights were so dim for a second there, but I fixed it. I'm like, why can't I see anything? And that brown color mixed with the blue almost makes like kind of a gray, which is fine. So now I'm going to take that shade Dune and I'm taking it in with just a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to apply that to my brow bone and just use it to kind of clean up my little blend here. Oh my god, I got shadow up here. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Get off. So I think I'm going to go ahead and apply some of the blue color on my lower lash line while we're here. What's that color called? Rio Grande. I am going to wipe this brush off. This is a Morphe E something, I don't know. It got wiped off. But it's a tiny little dome brush. And I'm going in with this shade here called Casita, and it's a brick kind of reddish brown, and I'm going to start placing that on the outer V. We got a little bit of fallout here. I actually changed my mind and went in with the shade Canyon, which is this one right here. And I'm also going to take this one called Sage, which is kind of like a cool tone brown, but I'm going to do that in a minute. So I'm also placing Canyon on the inner part. Going halo. Ooh, fallout, fallout, so much fallout. Okay, so now that that's on, I'm going to take that deeper brown shade Sage. Same brush, I just cleaned it off. And I'm gonna go a little bit on the outer part of that to deepen it up. And I'm just taking some of Sage on the lower lash line, about halfway, just to further smoke that out. Next, we're gonna take this gold shimmery shade here. It's called Spirit. It's this one. And I'm gonna use my finger first. See how that goes. It's really pretty. I'm just popping it on in the center without any kind of base or anything. Oh, that's pretty. Really reflective, really gorgeous color, wow. That's without being wet. I'm into it. And then I'm gonna take this color, which is called Sand. It's just a lighter gold. And I'm gonna also use my finger, and I'm gonna actually just pop that in the center of the other gold just to kind of brighten it up a little. All right, cool. And then for the inner corner, I am going to try this shade here called Santee. I'm just popping her right on in here. Well, that wasn't as bright as I thought. I was gonna just wet it with my brush cleaner. No. All right, so I just sprayed that with some setting spray, and it is much, much more reflective. Like, yes, much better. All right, so I am going to pop on some lashes and lip, and I'll be right back to give you my final thoughts. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I'm gonna just give you a quick brief rundown on what is on my face because I know you guys are always curious. Hair. The foundation that I have on is a mix of the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation and Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. My concealer is the Too Faced Born This Way Jeffree Star Magic Powder, Fenty Bronzer, Youngblood Cosmetics Blush in Plumberry, and my highlight is Starlight from this Cover FX palette. What else? My lip is from Youngblood Cosmetics as well. I used their lip pencil in Au Naturel, and their lip color that I used is Barely Nude, which is this shade right here. It's so beautiful. I actually previewed, is that the right word? I swatched and showed you guys these on IG stories. They sent me like 3 nude lipsticks, and they're all so gorgeous. I mean, just so good. So I've been kind of enjoying those. What else? The lashes, I can't remember. I know that I used them in a recent look, so I will have it tagged on Instagram. And then, in my waterline, I have the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Double Life. Brows are benefit precisely my brow. And did I cover everything? I think I covered everything. So overall, you guys know, I love Mason BH, and I love this palette. I like the way the look came out. It was very easy and quick and effortless. I was able to kind of slap this look together really quickly. I like this palette because while the tones are all similar, the shades are all different, but because the tones are similar, it's very easy to mix and match and to create lots of different looks, but like stay creative. Like, I can look at this and come up with different color combinations. It's not like such a variety of color that I'm like, oh, like overwhelmed by looking at it. You know what I mean? There's kind of an upside to having a palette be sort of monochromatic like this, because there's enough variation, but it's still very warm orange tones, you know? I love that they put in the pop of teal though, because that just allowed you to do something totally different with it. You can put this on the lid or the crease, or just use it on your lower lash line. There's lots of shimmers in here. They're so beautiful. You've got a color that's more of a reddish orange, so if you wanted kind of a berry look, there's regular oranges. There's lots of yellows and golds and browns, and it's just really, really beautiful. I love it. I think once again BH did something so unique, so different, so creative. I get so excited to see what they're gonna do next. And this one, I didn't even know it was releasing. It just showed up at my door and I was like, oh girl, when I opened it. I was like, yeah, we're gonna be reviewing this. So I love it. 2 thumbs up. I think it's definitely one of those palettes. It's like you could look at it and you don't have anything like this in your collection. You don't. You might have like these individual colors in other palettes, but just this palette as a whole, it's not like if you get it, you're like, eh, it's just another one of those same type of palettes. I mean, just the layout alone and the packaging is really cool, I think. So I love this. I'm super into it. I want to do more looks with this. Let me know what you guys think in the description box. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this? Is this a win for you? Or you like, I'll pass on that one? Let me know. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. If you want to see like all of my makeup looks and see what I'm wearing and brands and get inspo and stuff, head over to Instagram at GLAM LATTE. And if you're on Twitter, I'm kind of getting more active on Twitter. For a long time, I was just like, once in a while, I'd like pop in and pop out. But like now I'm kind of getting more conversational over there. I'm kind of throwing shit out. So I would love to chat with you guys over there. So if you're on Twitter, follow me. That handle's also at GLAM LATTE. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you.